Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 7 of Civilization 5 as Babylon, and you have no idea how difficult it is for the sci-fi geek in me not to keep saying Babylon 5 when I introduce this series. We have managed to get a few people to go to war with Rome. In fact, at the moment, Rome are actually at war with England. Still at war with England? Yeah, England, Austria, and the Iroquois, which have just declared war on them. I did think about this being an excellent opportunity to declare war on them myself and trying to take something from them. But it's a little bit difficult. They've got Manila up here, which I think is too far away to really cause a problem. But we really just don't have anything that we could get down here with and try and do any significant damage. They have a trebuchet in the city as well. So the only thing I could really do is maybe try and get a couple of bowmen up here and sort of fire at it. And they're probably just going to get wrecked. So we're not going to be able to capitalise on that idea for a while. Hopefully the other people will all deal enough damage to Rome so that we won't have to worry too much about them. He has just completed the Oracle. He's got quite a lot of cities. I think he has more cities than anybody else at the moment. He currently has 10 cities. I'm just a little bit worried that everybody else is too far away to actually do any decent damage to him. Austria and the Iroquois have signed a research agreement. Akkad has grown. You're now working this tile. That's fine. It doesn't give... Well, you were working that tile before. We're now working the food tile. Well, you might as well. There isn't anything that's just giving us solid production. We'll get an extra production from this tile once we grab the... once we get the plantation there. But it'll take a little while for that to happen. We're just going to connect Nippur up with a road so we get some extra production there. And we'll try and finish off some... libraries, universities. There's a lot of units around on my borders here, Hiawatha, considering it's Rome you're supposed to be at war with. We'll get a caravan at the end of this turn as well, so we can go ahead and have a look and see if we can get another trade route running, because we are certainly short of a bit of money. Would you actually be willing to buy horses from me, is a good question. Horses. Yeah, you're not willing to pay for horses. What about Maria? You seem to want horses. Horses. You are willing to pay for horses. Now, one horse is worth 67.5. 4 horses be 135, 270. So 4 should be worth 270. Aha! Brilliant. So that was a lot of money just come in very, very quickly. May purchase with faith. I think what we're going to do here is we are going to grab ourselves a missionary. And instead of spreading to my own cities, we're going to go up here and see if we can grab Manila. Just so we can take them off Rome. Because one less ally for Rome makes life a little bit easier for us. Unit needing orders is a caravan. What is the best trade route that we can actually get with you that is relatively safe? So we want the most gold per turn. Nippur to Vienna, which we can't do because that is a sea route. Although we should concentrate on getting a cargo ship there actually now instead of another caravan. Babylon to Grand River is the best one that we can do. Of course, Grand River could be the first target by Rome. It could end up getting pillaged, but... I think that's going to be fine, actually. It's Babylon to Grand River. We're not in Babylon, are we? So we need to change our home city to Babylon. So we'll get that set up on the next turn. And speaking of next turn, let's go ahead and click the button. So we still have positive happiness, although it's not hugely great. Do we have a spare citrus? It would be nice if we could... Oh no, Shaka's declared... I just thought Shaka had declared war on Rome there, but he's actually declared war on Austria, which doesn't help. At least the AI is all fighting each other, which is good. It's all very good. Mombasa's now allied with England. Is England still at war with Rome? Yes, so that's going to be another city to attack Rome. This is actually quite good. Let's hope we can just keep everybody at war with Rome. Shaka, do I actually have spare citrus? Not yet. You have spare wine, but you're not willing to trade yet. But we'll see. He covers my lands, and that probably won't change because, you know, he's Shaka. Let's go ahead and try and get this missionary up to Manila. Caravan, you are going to go to sort these by highest gold. Oh, well, that appears to... Have we just lost Grand River? Okay, maybe I missed something. Trade route overview. Most gold. Oh, we're already working it. What an idiot. So the next one is Babylon to Linz. Well, that's fine, because we're in the right city. Forgot to check that last column. On to the next turn. A lot of units you got around there here, Hiawatha. Why don't you take them towards Rome and do a bit of damage there? See, my big problem now we've got, if Rome manages to peace out with England, Hiawatha and Austria, then he's got nobody left to attack other than me. If I attack him now while he's at war with everybody else, at least we would have a peace deal that would be around the same sort of length as everybody else's. What we are going to do is we are going to go and upgrade all of these composite bowmen to crossbowmen. It's not cheap, but I definitely think that we need to do it. Unit needs orders is you. You are going to carry on up here until you can go and spam your religion over here. Can't quite get in close enough to do it right now. We'll move there and see if we can get it on the next turn. Hopefully they'll move and make a space for us. I would like to try and grab at least one more swordsman if I can. We'll maybe try it after the university. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, Shaka's going to be down here fighting against Austria now. I hope, in one sense, Austria can actually hold him off. Although Austria's just got a lot of warriors here and yeah, that's not good. I mean, I think Shaka might be able to take Linz. I don't think they're going to be able to really do anything against Vienna, but it's annoying all the same. That's fine, because we don't have the work boats there yet. You can actually go here and spread religion. And that probably won't be enough to get the flip. No, we'll have to try and use you again. Might be a little bit of a waste of a missionary, but we'll see what happens. All of you guys are going to go on to alert. And we can't get the upgrade for you yet, but we will. I think we said we were going to try and build the iron... Oh, wow, Hiawatha's really spamming out those wonders. I think I said I was going to try and get the ironworks next, although getting it in a CAD is probably the best idea because it has such terrible production. Looks like Linz might actually fall here. And if that happens, it's problematic because what we then end up is we end up being next door to Shaka. So we will have to go and get walls down here in a CAD at some point, which also makes me think maybe I don't want to get my ironworks down here because I don't want to lose it. Friendly trade route plundered. Well, it wasn't mine, obviously one of Austria's, but it doesn't help me because obviously I lose a little bit of money there. Okay, we've managed to flip that, so we'll get some influence with them on the next turn. Unfortunately, it won't be enough to actually get us the alliance with them. But it makes us closer to pushing Rome out, which is always good. You still want open borders. You don't need open borders with me. I'm quite sure you can get your units around to go and attack Rome. If I see, however, that Hiawatha manages to start doing some serious damage there, I may well jump in and decide to try and take it from them. And yes, I can see that Linz has now fallen to Shaka, which is a little bit disappointing. He must have a lot more units down here that we can't see. Austria don't seem to be doing an awful lot to try and defend here, which is a little bit problematic. What have we got? What do we need to do here? We have our caravan, which was the one that was going to Grand River. We will... Oh, no, that was carrying on to Grand River. We will carry on. Our other caravan's probably going to have finished as well, because it was going to Linz, which was Austrian. Now Linz is... never remember who Shaka is. Who are you, Shaka? Zulu. The Zulus. So we'll trade with the Zulu. And maybe that might make him a little bit more friendly. Who knows? I doubt it. But we shall see. It'd be nice if we could get friendly with either England or Boudica. But I don't think that is going to necessarily happen. I'm still not sure why you want open borders. Sure, you could just go and deal with that yourselves. There's a couple of things that I would like to get actually in Babylon before I start building military units. And trust me, I really do want to start building military units. But what I would like to get from them is... Well, what I would like to get in there is a barracks. So all these Austrian units are just getting completely wrecked at the moment. I'm not even sure that Austria's units are even attempting to fight back. Yeah, typical Zulu Impy Carpet of Doom, really. Okay, not an awful lot to be done. Babylon has finished the university, so we could go ahead and Well, we can't get the ironworks yet because we don't have a workshop everywhere. Do we want to start working on any of the guilds? We could go ahead and grab the Writers Guild, which could be very, very useful. We are going to start running out of happiness soon, so I think we need to grab a Colosseum. And then after that, we probably want to get the barracks. We have also grown in population. Where are you working? 3 food and 2 science is not a bad tile, actually. I cannot argue with that tile. We definitely need to get some of these tiles improved. We obviously haven't got the plantation here yet, but we're working on it. And then we should spread to this tile at some point as well. On to the next turn, because we don't have a lot that we can do. Yeah, everybody's friendly with each other, apart from Rome. Now, you want open borders? No. Who are you still at war with? You are at war with the Iroquois, England, and Austria. Good, you're still at war with all 3 of them. They've settled another city down here to take advantage of that copper. You still don't have a touching border with Shaka. Hopefully you will soon, and that'll cause you some problems. Looks like there's some stuff going on down here. This city managed to recover. Don't know where our scout has gone. I don't think we lost our scout. Where's our unit list? Unit list. Do we still have our scout? Yeah, we do still have our scout somewhere. So we haven't lost him yet. I thought we might have done for a moment there. Nothing we can do, so let's move straight on to the next turn. Declaration of friendship with Hiawatha. Yeah, I'm eager to keep that going. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Yeah, I knew it was going to tick off Rome, which was the only potential downside with it. But the problem is, I'm going to have a problem with Rome whether I'm friendly with the Iroquois or not. So there's little point in throwing away a declaration of friendship with someone who is friendly. Shaka's actually friendly now as well, oddly enough. I don't know why. Guess we could denounce Ethiopia. Ethiopia isn't going to be a problem to us. Ethiopia isn't going to be an ally to us. In fact, Ethiopia are going to be relatively significant in this game. So that would give us a little bit more influence with Shaka if we were to denounce Ethiopia. I don't think Ethiopia really has any other friends. Do we not even have an embassy with Ethiopia? Because I can't... Well, their current capital is gone, isn't it? Ethiopia. Trade. We already have an embassy in the capital. If I already have an embassy in your capital, why can't I see your capital? Because I'm guessing it's this city here. It's all I can see that you have. You're only denounced by the Zulus, though. Although Austria was willing to go to war with you, but I think we'll wait on that one for the time being. There's no real rush. I'm tempted to go and spend some money buying a cargo ship on the understanding that it might pay for itself quickly if we can get one quickly enough. It's actually Caesar's trade routes that are getting plundered, and that's fine by me. Definitely still want to get out another melee unit or 2, but I think we really need to get ourselves the... there's our scout. We definitely really need to get ourselves the barracks first. City connection is established, which is great. Nippur's actually grown, which is also great. So now you're working the food tile there. I guess we could just go ahead and... Well, no, the food tile's not a terrible idea, although 24 turns till growth 3 happiness. I'd assume... Oh, that's stagnation there. Guess we do have to work the 2 food tile. We will get some workboats out here at some point. You're on automated, so I don't have to worry about you. You finished the road. Guess we might as well actually just go and get a farm. That's friendly trade route. Yep, that's fine. I don't mind if Rome loses all of his trade routes. Wow, it actually looks like the Iroquois do actually have a few units down here doing some damage. That is delightfully reassuring. Is that improved? It's Plains River. There's no jungle there. I'm almost tempted. Actually, I'm not almost tempted. I'm extremely tempted. I'm going to move you down over here so we can get a better view. And if I get the opportunity to take this city from them, I will. Let's go ahead and start making a farm there. On to the next turn. I don't want to risk losing the few units I have. It's certainly going to take Hiawatha a little bit of time to get the city down low enough to be able to take it. Rome is doing what? Protecting Buenos Aires, that's fine. This city does have city walls, of course, which is going to slow things down a little bit for these units. I do have crossbows, but again, it is a very, very risky thing to try and do this. Got a better view there. Yeah, I don't think he actually has an awful lot of units around it, so he's not going to be able to do too much to it. You want the citrus from me, but you don't have an awful lot of anything, do you? Well, I'll take all your gold, and we'll take... no, I said I'll take all of your gold. And we'll take... Is it 6 gold per turn? Probably going to be less than that. It's probably going to be like 5. 5. 4? That'll do. Gives me a little bit more money. So we could get this guy across there in a single turn. Obviously we'd need to declare war first, but... Yeah, Rome have got a couple of units down here, which is the reason I've got this guy here. Try and get a bit of a better view. I could move in and try and attack with my crossbow. But the problem I have is... It's just going to do a lot of damage to me. At least the artillery seems to... Well, the trebuchets have moved out of there now. I think you're just going to sit up there on the hill. And we'll just wait around a little bit and see what... see what Babylon... That's not Babylon. See what the Iroquois manage. You guys have done that. That is good. I think what we need to do is... Right, first of all, do we have any hills here? I think these are all just plains. Yeah, no hills, which means we've got... like no production here at all, which is a real shame. Well, we need to get you back anyway because you're not very useful down there. You are going to stay on alert for the time being, and let's just leave this going a little bit. You're still at war with Austria and the Iroquois. You're not at war with England anymore, which is a shame. You actually... Do I have spare citrus? Apparently I do. How about you give me 7 gold per turn, which is what it's worth. We might be able to get friendly with the Celts here. Don't have any other declarations of friendship. Don't really want to necessarily get a declaration of friendship with Shaka either. He's not going to be at the top of the science tree, and he's got a bit of beef with Austria, so we need to be careful there. As far as our research agreements go, 18 turns until they both fire. Now, what do I want to do here? Do I want to go and buy a workboat, or do I just want to go straight ahead and buy a cargo ship? It's very, very expensive, but I think it will pay for itself. I'm just going to go straight ahead and buy that. It will pay itself back. You can go over here now and you can start working on this pasture. Are we working all the best tiles here now? I guess we probably are. It's not terrible. Unit needs orders. What could we do here? Well, I mean, we could build a trading post, but it's not going to be very, very useful. We could go and clear the jungles, which would turn some of these tiles into a 1 food, 1 production tile, but again, not really useful. There isn't really a lot of useful stuff that you can build. So I think we'll get you up here and just build a farm for now, and we'll just have to accept that this city's going to be a little bit crap for a while. We do want to try and get the ironworks built. There's a lot of buildings that I want to get built. There's a lot of stuff that we need to do to make sure that we've got any decent chance against Rome when the time comes. So, unit needing orders. We have this cargo ship. So, Vienna is the best trade route you have. So, let's go ahead and do that. So, how much are these guys in our favour now? What would we need? 38. So, we would have to give them like 750 gold. Which is a lot of gold, although we will be making more now we have that additional trade route. Hiawatha's still spamming out those wonders. 11 turns till Babylon grows, which is a little bit slow. But again, not terrible. Obviously, we won't be able to get England to go to war with Rome for a little while. Well, we've run into a barbarian camp. See, this is why I normally don't bother putting the scout on automated. The scout's actually got a promotion, and in fact, there's no point having the scout running around. I'm just going to disband him, because I'm currently making 55 gold per turn. If I go ahead and disband this unit, it saves me 2 gold per turn, so there's no point having him running around backwards and forwards just getting killed by barbarians. You have grown, but again, you're only working food tiles, because there's nothing better that you can actually work. Might as well work that one, because we are going to turn it into a farm. Tempted to actually... That's a jungle again. I'm just trying to find anywhere where we could build something that would give us some production, but we've actually got nothing in range. This was actually a terrible city. Oh well. Let's probably squeeze 1 or 2 more turns out. Hopefully by the time Rome is finished with Austria and the Iroquois, England's truce will be off cooldown and we can get them at war with each other again. Yep, still at war with the Iroquois and Austria, that's fine. You guys were going there to build a farm. There's no point you really building anything else. And this will probably be the last turn. We have recruited a spy. Now the question is, who do we want to spy on? England has denounced Rome. Good stuff. Now if they are denouncing, does that mean that their truce has already expired? We have physics. I'm guessing Notre Dame is probably already gone. No, it actually hasn't. It'd be really nice if we could get Notre Dame. I very much doubt we'll manage it though. So I'm going to go ahead and start on a workshop. I'd love to get Notre Dame, but I just don't think that it's going to be realistic. Lots of people have had physics for a long time. What would we like to research next? Well, getting longswordsmen wouldn't be a bad idea, but I think we're going to go into astronomy. We pick up optics first. Then we'll get compass, which will allow us to get an extra trade route. And then we can go into astronomy and we can get an observatory. I think that's going to be one of the strongest things for us to do here. So who we want to spy on? Let's have a look at the demographics. Who is the tech leader? The tech leader is actually the Iroquois. And I'm guessing that Rome are probably quite far behind them. Well, we don't have a declaration of friendship with him. So I think he is the person we are going to spy on. And it's less likely that he's going to have a spy in there. So let's go ahead and send you to Rome as a spy. We may be able to steal some tech. And that is pretty much all we can do on this video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Civilization 5. And I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.